Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Mario, and today I'd like to talk about the different kinds of issues about container gardening. And one of the issues is maybe because your container gardening they dry easily, and that's the reason why your plants are dying. Maybe because the soil that we use doesn't have that water retention. Today, I would like to focus mainly why the plants in our container gardening are dying, uh, mainly because the holes of the pots are plugged, especially if we use tree as part of the plant material that we use in our container gardening. So, if you would like to have a good, healthy plants in your container gardening, to check the holes of the pots, making sure there's no blockage of the drainage holes. If we would like to maintain a good, healthy plants in our container gardening, I would like to recommend that make sure that we have to check the bottom of the pots, making sure they are not plugged. That's one reason why our plants are dying because of a plug hole, especially if we use a tree like a topiary, like the one I have over here. I use topiaries in my container gardening. So in order to maintain it, you need to check the bottom of the holes, making sure there's no plug hole. You must be wondering why your plants on your container gardening are dying. It is a good idea to check the bottom of your pots every year so that there's no plug hole because especially if you use a tree. I lay down this pot on the ground and I check that the hole is plugged because I use a cypress tree. So the roots of the cypress tree plug this hole at the bottom of this pot. So what you have to do now is to use any tool that you could find and then undo the hole. Make sure you have to remove the plug, the hole of the pot. Anyway, I inserted a stick to undo the plug hole. Okay, make sure you undo the plug hole of the pot. That way it releases the water that is stagnant. Okay, so that's how you're gonna do it. Make sure you check that every year. Okay. All right. What we have to do now is remove the dyed plants and replace it with a new one. Now this is the finished product of the container gardening that I showed to you. That's being plugged the bottom of the pots. So I replace it with a fuchsia plant, some wandering Jew plant, Ortra discanthia, some geraniums, a pink geranium and a white geranium. And I left the topiary that originally was planted, and I hope that this will come back to life. So I didn't remove it. And I hope that you learn something from this episode on how we can maintain our container gardening to make sure that our plant materials are always healthy all the time, all year round. So I hope that provide you an informed solutions to any issues about container gardening. Thank you, and God bless you all, and see you next time.